All right, let's begin the conversation. I have Gani Kayode Balogun right here with me, and Kayode Ladende is also here. So let's begin the conversation. There is much ado about the statement by U.S. President Donald Trump to attack Nigeria over alleged killings of Christians in the country. Outrage has trailed the plans by President Donald Trump over the allegations. Several groups and individuals in the country have railed against the plan, saying though the federal government has been unable to address the security challenges in the country, such groups and individuals include the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, the Muslim Rights Concern, MURIC, and a former Chief of Army Staff, retired Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, the presidential candidate of the All Nigerian People's Party, ANPP, Rabiu Kwakwanso, and civil society organizations. They insisted that what the U.S. government should do is to assist Nigeria in contending with insecurity. All right, gentlemen. The first one, President Donald Trump, identified Nigeria as a country of concern, CPC, regarding religious freedom. And he also went on to say that he would not hesitate to go guns a-blazing to protect Christians. But GKB, let me start with you. How do you react to all of this?
This is something that I never thought the day will come, when my dear country will become the focus of delusional leaders from other parts of the world. And it's delusional because we live in this country. We know the reality of this country. And we know that while we have challenges on security, every life is important. But there is no genocide in Nigeria. There's no program. There are things that government has failed. We can list them. But it has not reached the level where it is purely religious or purely ethnic. In fact, if we are going to go that far, we can even say we have areas in this country where we have ethnic on ethnic violence. People of the same blood killing each other every Monday or thereabouts. So all these, of course, is part of the bigger narrative. What do they want with Nigeria? A lot of theories out there, and a lot of them are conspiracy theories. But as far as I am concerned, what the federal government is doing is the right thing. Accept the fact that it's not able to solve the problem, but that the problem you're accusing us of does not exist at the magnitude that you are claiming. Because you all know, even Donald Trump himself, one of the reasons why he's in Chicago today was, according to him, to stop 70 deaths per day happening in certain cities in the US. So let him declare war internally on those people killing school children, killing other people as well, then before trying to do something external. I think this is basically the fault, and I'm going to say loudly, failure of our diplomacy. Because we know that we have rogue and freak groups that will go outside the country and say anything to discredit this government or any government that doesn't favor them as individuals. And we all know how the American system works. It's legal to have lobbyists. Who are those lobbying for us at the US Congress? Who is right now the most senior diplomat in the US that is in Nigeria? Is it the man in Atlanta or is it the man in Los Angeles? Because I know we don't have I don't think we have a what do you call it now? An ambassador. I know they were cleared a couple of months ago, about a year ago, but nobody has been assigned to their duty posts. Yes. So that to me is failure of government to know. There's something we call the principle of reciprocity. The same problem we face when they said that they were giving us 5-year visas and we are giving them the one on the need to have basis. Till tomorrow, nobody has been able to explain to us why that still stands. So this one to help not go the same way. Like I said, I know Nigerians should calm down. If you know President Trump very well, you know that this is just rabble-rousing. He does this a lot. Remember what he did to China? He had to go to China last week and eat humble pie. He's now doing the same thing in Venezuela.
So you think he can't?
I don't think we'll get to that.
It's just an empty threat.
It's just rabble-rousing. It's not empty, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't think we will get to war where there will be shooting war or where they will bring guns to Nigeria. Because if you read this message, it was very clear. If the government does not do the right thing in its own way, which they will never do, because as far as it's concerned, it's a leech, you will never be satisfied. You always move the goalposts. So whether if we stop insecurity today in Nigeria, today Monday, tomorrow morning, it will look for a reason. Then if we do that again, when is it going to stop? The best way to face bullies is frontally. And the ideal thing is that while I know some Nigerians are happy that America is coming, I laugh. Because things are not the way
they are fully chosen. Saying so coming to defend Christians is quite divisive. This is not an Islamic country and this is not a Christian country. It's a secular state. And people are being killed irrespective of the religion they practice. And like we said, I think just because while he was talking, I tried to check some of the things he said. You know, it's on record that president is yet to really appoint ambassadors. We understand there's a list that it had. This insult was escalated by the fact that we do not have diplomats who should be interfacing with America. You know, it's quite embarrassing.
So you think it's something that should have been nipped in the bud?
Let me say it publicly on TV, that when we as media house reached out to U.S. Embassy, they told us to write to the White House. In other words, the bureaucrats, the system is even absorbing itself from this statement because it does not follow international diplomacy. The embassy doesn't want to be associated with the statement. How should we write to the White House, you know, to get this kind of response? So for me, I think that we have said what we need to say. We have spoken to the federal government. We have spoken to the president that please don't let anyone bully you. We don't have an antecedent to celebrate this kind of threats. It is totally condemnable. And for those who do not understand, for those who are carried away with the emotion, I'm a Christian, just for record, but we know that this is not in the interest of any Christian. But whatever it is...
I like the fact that you said you're a Christian, and I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to ask you a very personal question.
Put you back on the spot?
But as a Christian, do you feel persecuted or threatened just because you are a Christian under the government of President, under the administration of President?
That's unfair. That's unfair.
Do you feel threatened or persecuted?
That's a very clear answer now. It is an absolute no. But beyond your question, I feel it is about a Nigerian. It's about the life of a Nigerian.
Yes.
It's about the freedom of religion.
Yes.
It's about being tolerant. Yes, we can't deny that there are some sections of this country where people, not even because they are practicing their religion, but they just feel threatened because of one ideology, one agenda. I give you a very funny example. Imagine Iran now coming to threaten an attack on Nigeria because of Shiites movement, because of what they do. I'm sure many of us as Christians will say, what an insult. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is a part of Islam who probably do not subscribe to Sunni.
All right, just hold that thought. We have Mohammed Ali calling in from Abuja. Mohammed Ali, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Benga and colleagues. I'm calling from Abuja. Hello, may I be allowed
yes,
to
go ahead,
contribute?
go ahead.
Okay, concerning this very issue, in as much as I may not like Trump, but I like Trump for the fact that he loves Nigerians. Why do I say this? He's the only president, especially during this insurgency, that have been able to directly contribute to Nigeria in terms of giving us to Kano and some other hardware. That's number one. Obama, that we thought was a brother, supposed to be a friend, never gave us anything. He even visited Ghana. He could not even reach Nigeria. And yet, we are the big brothers in Africa. But having said that, this issue that Obama wants to attack Nigeria, that is not correct. For me, Obama wants to assist us to help to wipe out those who
are you talking about Trump or Obama? What are you saying?
Trump. Sorry, I mean Trump wants to assist us to wipe out those who are killing our brothers and sisters in Nigeria. I am a Muslim. He said, what we expect that he wants to help Nigeria. I expect the president and his team to come up with a strategy, meet up with the government of US via any other, maybe foreign link, and be able to discuss the strategies by which he can assist, they can assist us to wipe out, to stop this insurgency, this criminality in Nigeria.
All right,
this is my own position. Instead of lambasting Trump, saying all kind of things.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We heard a rumor that there was this rumor that said, oh, the president was going to visit the U.S., but the presidency has denied, you know, the president's planned visits to the United States. But talk to me. In your view, what would be the most appropriate and strategic response by the Nigerian government, you know, to this development?
I think they've done the right thing by quickly coming out to accept that, yeah, we have challenges. They did not bury their head in the sand, pretending that all is peachy. We have problem in the Middle Belt. If you situate this call on the Middle Belt alone, you tend to agree with the Americans. But Nigeria is of 250 million people. So, but we cannot isolate any life as being useless. We have places in this country where there is truly religious persecution. Covered, basically, it's land grab, but basically covered as a religious persecution and then aided by certain agents of the states. That is given. Understand? But that's an isolated case in isolated areas of the country. If the U.S. wants to help us as a nation, this is not the way to go about it. There are channels, there are presidency to presidency channels, there are agency to agency channels that this can be done. Like the man said when he started, because he gave us some things during his first term. But this is a 360-degree turn by a man who wanted to suppress elements. He has not told us whether what he had was beyond things that can be salvaged. Because what he said was basically telling the Nigerian government, if you don't do this, I will do this. It was very clear. If you don't sit up and solve this problem, this is what we will do. I have nothing against anybody making any statement. It's a free world. As long as it doesn't bring guns to Nigeria to start shooting our people. That to me is key.
We have Ola Anifoshe calling from Lagos.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Go ahead. Let's talk.
Good evening. Quickly, thanks for all the analysis you have been doing in the studio. There are Kubats here and the rescue and the anchor of the program. I just want to appreciate what you are doing. Quickly, you remember reading very well that the congressman in the U.S. make an allegation that U.S. aid fund is used for terrorism in Nigeria. And I believe Trump should probe that and let us reveal those who are behind these funds being used for terrorism in Nigeria, instead of him coming in a one-off like that to say he wants to attack Nigeria. Because if Nigeria not carry out first and let us know what U.S. aid fund is meant for and is used for in Nigeria, that means he wants to cover the track of what Obama was alleged to have done in Nigeria. And that should be the first thing the Nigerian government should iron out with him first. And let's see what is it, because a lot of people were killed under Buhari regime and nothing was done. And this Tinubu regime have probably stabilized the dollar, exporting to the U.S. and I think they don't want Nigeria to do. And why do you want Trump to have started a growing economic country like Nigeria? I think we should look at it from this angle a lot. Because Tinubu has successfully made Nigeria to stabilize and they want to attack us again. Why?
Okay.
Why?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Ola. I mean, yes, you want to react?
Yes, so quite a lot of things. You know, while the first caller was talking, I just remember, and I wish I could just quickly tell him to Google it, you know, the kind of threat Trump was making when Nigeria was having a meeting with the BRICS. Okay. You know, the subtle threat about, oh, don't go to this meeting, don't do this. We are a sovereign nation, no matter what. As much as the global village where we need to relate with one another, we should not be bullied. This is the kind of carelessness by some Nigerians over the issue of coup and the call for coup. That you don't like a government, the option is not to use the issue of U.S. coming to threaten us. It's a threat. You don't speak to any sovereign nation like that.
Okay, but there are lots of rumors, conspiracies. But you know, as journalists,
what you call rumor, it is the president's spokesman,
yes,
who said they are going to have a meeting. Yes, and that meeting could be virtual. It will not mean that the president is going to
like
US.
I said, there are lots of rumors, conspiracy theories flying here and there since the president made this.
Because the whole thing started from social media.
Facts is the tool of our trade. Because one of those conspiracies is that, oh, President Trump is interested in, maybe one of our mineral resources, our rare earth metals. I mean, how do you respond to that?
So I think you've laid the right foundation. It is a rumor, it is conjecture, but you know, sometimes the people who also mine this rumor may have seen some signs in the past. You know, but this is media. This is, we are reporting what is factual.
Yes.
We are not, we are not doing some kind of conjecture.
We are not magicians.
We are not magicians. But having said that, trust me, when it comes to international diplomacy, when it comes to international politics, there is no government, including Nigeria, who does anything without any motive, without any interest.
Yes.
Even when we say we are the big brother of Africa, we must define what is our interest.
Absolutely.
America does not waste its weapons, does not waste its money on any country without a particular interest. So that is given. And that's what people are not looking at.
I guess that was why they didn't interfere.
So our caller call it the love for Nigeria. Excuse me, sir. No, I do not buy that.
Or maybe selective. But we have Boniface. Okay, we lost connection with Boniface. All right.
But the good news, I'm sorry to say this, I think I may want to disappoint him, is that I love the way it has happened. It will make our president more decisive. It will make, I want to see it as a motivation rather than a threat. Because like you said, ignore the threat. He's not coming with any gun-blazing thing to come and do anything. You know the example in Iraq, it was not, I mean in Iran, it wasn't funny at all when he lost.
You think the president is not given enough political will to fight against insecurity?
He needs to do more. See, now they've given it a religious coloration, he should not fall for it. But whatever it is, if they are criminals, they should be crushed. That's his language to the service chiefs.
Yes, exactly.
That statement should not be taken as political statement. It should be taken as a directive from the commander-in-chief.
Absolutely. Suggestion.
It should not be taken as a suggestion.
It should not be taken as a suggestion.
It's not a directive. Trump are not...
No. President
Tinubu told the service chiefs that crush them.
Exactly.
The bandits, all those people threatening the peace of the country. That's what I'm saying.
You remember that in the...
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, gentlemen. We have Said calling in from Abuja. Said, you have the floor.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you perfectly. Let's talk.
Okay, please. I would like to get you on this program.
Go ahead.
Your volume on your TV.
To me, I see President Trump. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, you know what? Time is money. All right, thank you very much. But anyway, in handling the situation, do you think the government should maybe bring up all prominent religious leaders from both sides, you know, to advise the president accordingly in handling the situation? I don't want to take
this to turn to a jamboree, because not the Nigerian mentality. In fact, something like you said, some people are already saying that instead of bringing war, should simply give them green card, and they are willing to come. I am the Americans too. But the point here is this: I think, like I said when we started, there seems to be a lacuna somewhere that we do not really get turned into. I agree there might be economic factors. Okay. There might be even regional power tussle. All these are part and parcel of nationhood. But as far as I'm concerned, I read a book. I've been looking for the book, or the title of the book before I came here. I couldn't get it. It was the book about the Civil War. And the man said something. He said, I remember, I think it's St. John. I'll get the book. That the war ended, the Civil War, when Umayyad fell for the first time in 1968. But it was funny that the same army that took Umayyad in 68 lost it a month later. And the question was asked, and somebody that said jokingly, what will they do here, the officers, if the war should end at that point in time? You understand? I think I'm giving this example basically because some of us thought that the Boko Haram was defeated. Not totally, but substantively at the end of the Jonathan era. But they came back forcefully.
Okay.
And we know what happened to all the accusations about buying guns, all the what they said the top officers were doing. Maybe, and this is a very big maybe the Trump admonition will serve as the final key for us to end this war.
And, all right, then. We have Patrick calling in from Jos. Patrick, go ahead.
No, calling in from Abuja.
Okay, from Abuja.
Hello?
Apologies.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yes, yes. My name is Patrick calling from Abuja. You know, joining this conversation, there is one thing you need to understand. The press statement, what Trump said, is not attacking Nigeria as a nation. If you read it very well, he's going to attack Islamic militants. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Islamic militants. They have more intelligence than our people do. They know where Turkey is. They know. I come from the southern part of Gombe. Last year, December, in a procession of Christians, vehicle rammed into Christians, and they were taken to the Federal Medical Center. I was there when they brought them. What happened in April? In Belliri, somebody just left his vehicle. A truck, you know the story because most of you people carried it, and rammed into a Christian procession during Easter. No, let's not pretend that these things are not happening. The video that is circulating, about 501 people killed in Dogona were injured the same day. So let us not say Muslims are being killed, this and other things too. Let the government stop it, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
I think that's what we said when we started. We gave the caveats. That despite the fact that we know that we have challenges, enormous challenges.
Yes.
The picture is not true of everywhere. And I also said, if you now do it as a macroscope, basically take as a sample size. Areas in, like you said, southern Borno, areas in southern Kaduna, areas in Plateau and Benue. Of course, if I take that one out of context and give it to an outsider, they probably will say the same thing. Because all they will see is that Christians are being killed on a daily basis. But like I said before the call came in, maybe this is the fire that the army or whoever is in charge of defending us, they put under them to end this war. That's why I give the example I gave.
Do you think we need to change the entire security architecture?
No, I don't think so. I think the war is winnable. Maybe not.
It's winnable.
Because right now, people are coming from the forests or of the savannah to attend parties in cities. Bandits are sitting with governors with guns.
Yeah, we see pictures.
Local government chairmen are giving them titles. They are normalizing the abnormal. That to me, anybody outside Nigeria, once they see that, they say this government is not serious. Because the moment the local government chairman should sit with bandits, that local government chairman should be arrested. The state where the governor sits with bandits, that state should be declared a state of emergency. Because that means it's part and parcel of the problem. So I understand where these people are coming from. What we are saying is the fact that
let it be holistic.
Let it take it within the context of the greater Nigerian good. Anybody can isolate their problem. For example, like you said, one can say, okay, those Igbo people in Gabon, let them come and take the East because Igbo people are killing Igbo people. Then we have a right because we're using this logic that you just said.
All right, gentlemen. Okay, then. Oh, beautiful conversation, but we need to go.